Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. His Excellency Peter Obi has spoken into what is currently going on in Edo APC. We saw yesterday that the chairman was arrested and all that happened. And today we see that is a different ballgame altogether. One has been released, but the chairman, the youth leader, is still being arrested a day to Labour Party, primaries in Edo State. Edo is a very, very strong Labour Party, state. And the best way to ensure that the people do not have a choice but to vote either or to vote other parties is to make sure that they have no choice and that every one of them, are put in a position where this is all you have and you just have to stick with it. So that's exactly what is happening right about now, as we can see. So Labour Party, those who are to conduct it, they've made them very uncomfortable. Things are going on and everybody's wondering what the next line of action will be. As you can see today, it is very, very different. It is very, very different as people wonder what the true situation is. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Labour Party crisis. Peter Obi finally react to the chairman's arrest, reveal next line of action. The former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has finally parted lips on the recent arrest of the chairman of the party, Mr. Julius. On Wednesday, Julius was manhandled and arrested by the heavily armed police officers over illegal possession of arms and threats to life after a petition was filed against him by a fractional youth leader of the party. Reacting to the development, Obi wrote on social media, like many Nigerians, I observed the distasteful national television news report detailing the humiliating arrest of the national chairman of the Labour Party, Barrister Julius, earlier today in Benin City, Edo State. Throughout my roles as a private individual, public figure, governor, and presidential candidate, I consequently advocate for paramount importance of upholding the rule of law in every sane society. I firmly believe that as citizens, we are all duty bound, irrespective of our status in society, to respond to invitation from properly constituted authorities. My stand on this matter remains unwavering, but does not explain watching the distressing image of our national chairman lying on the ground in the name of arrest. This act is undesirable, demeaning, and intolerable, and must be condemned by any decent citizen and civil-minded person, landscape in Nigeria. These deplorable actions in the pinnacles of our democracy is something that must not be allowed. We cannot allow this to go on, not in a million years. Such behavior must not be denounced, but also actively addressed to uphold the principles of justice and respect for the dignity of the individual within the society. Regarding the circumstances surrounding Mr. Julius' arrest, it is critical to emphasize that while constitutional authority must be allowed to execute their statutory function, officers must adhere to due process. Society diligence, establishment of the right things must be done properly. Every one of us must do what is needed to bring this nation to the right place. It is critical to emphasize that as a leader within the Labour Party, Mr. Julius represents both personal and statutory as the incumbent chairman of Labour Party. The fact of political opposition in Nigeria, mostly important political parties, are instrumental to democracy, statehood, and ought to be extended to accord for respect. And so we must do what is right and what is needed rather than stay and watch people being treated inhuman. This is wrong. What has happened cannot be allowed to continue. It is imperative to reiterate that no pretext or sub-figure should be employed to stiff Nigerian political opposition. Therefore, I urge that he should be granted bail based on his status while the investigation on allegation offenses continue. So this is Peter Obi speaking his own mind with regards to what possibly may have happened. We saw that Julius was treated, very, very unfairly, and it is wrong. Yes, if he has done something and warrant an arrest, then arrest him properly, decently, and in order, but not hastily, not out of context, not because, not don't just arrest him anyhow. He must be treated properly. So this is what has happened. This is part of what is going on, and everybody can see that, everybody can see that it is time that we all do what is needed and right, okay, and do the right thing and ensure things are done properly. Well, my people, what do you think? How should we, do things, in order to bring this nation to where it needs to be? It is important that we do not just sit down there and assume that things will fall in place. In this nation already, we can see how things are, how people are getting on and what's happening. Every one of us, knows that it is important. Okay, the process of getting, the right people, the right persons in the right offices is so important. And so nobody should be allowed, okay, to work in such a way that at the end of the day, they are not treated like humans. They are treated anyhow. Okay, so it is very, very important. Everybody is watching, and so it is important, okay, that we rise up. It is important that we rise up and do all that is needed. Okay, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe, click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. We must do what is needed to bring this nation, into where it needs to be. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. From us, it's bye for now. Bye-bye.